a shock for me when I was told Nigerians, they don't want to open an account for Nigerians. And if they do, they have to go through extra security check. Because for me,
Oh,
when I heard that initially, I was surprised because when you come to a country with a study visa, everything should run smoothly. But instead, in this instance, it didn't run smoothly. It was not. Even the gentleman that was assisting us, he did say that they will not open an account for us. That they stopped. They stopped open account for Nigerians because of, Nigerian will always be Nigeria, that Nigerian factor. I thought he was joking until I tried myself twice. When they say you are a thief, you must own up to your crime. Our people don't want to own up to their crime. It's not like I am labeling every member, about 200 million of Nigerians criminals. But we know the few ones that are committing this crime. We know them. They are our friends, our neighbors, our brothers, our families. We know them. Look at, I'm 52-year-old. I'm a 52-year-old person. People of my generation or before me, they might have caused this problem. Now, imagine somebody that is 20-year-old now suffering for it. People are just self-centered. And we find out, the annoying thing for me is like, when we complain about our system back home, that no light, no road, no opportunities, we now find ourselves in a place where there are opportunities. Instead of us to now work hard, you still find people trying to cut corners, trying to do nonsense to destroy the image of our great country. I am embarrassed, disgraced. I'm angry. I am upset. Nigerians, what have you done to them in Poland? What have you left thousands of kilometers to come to Poland to come and do again? I tried to open a bank account for this child, this innocent child, this one here. And they said, no, they don't open to Nigerians. I said, why? Why only Nigerians? They said, no, anything Nigeria? No. So which means Nigerians have come here and they have spoiled things for the next generation. Yeah, I don't know why God just put me in that country, because me, I'm not part of all this scamming and nonsense. But now, my child must now suffer, because I'm also suffering it now. Other people are suffering what some useless vagabonds have caused. What have you done to people in Poland that the banks here don't want to open an account for us again? Why? What have you done? Orienti ya were etiburu orienti buru owo buruku te wa kaakiri yen etiwade Poland nse etiwa ba bi baije. You are mad, you this mad young lazy boys. They have left the shores of Nigeria to come and destroy Poland. Now future generations, God knows for how many generations, that cannot even come to this country and enjoy. Ordinary Zimbabwe, they open for them. But Nigeria, that woman said no. Ogun will kill all of you. Thunder will fire you, that wherever you are, that you are part of all this nonsense, that you are causing pain for Nigerians. This is terrible. You can't be doing that. I don't even know what to say before.
Guys, I welcome you live on SBTV International. My name is DJ Nyame. Welcome on board. This is the only show that we talk to people across the world. So if you want to come on my show, my numbers are on the screen. Just WhatsApp me or send me a voice note that, hey, Nyame, I've seen your program. I like it. I want to come on and share my experience, what I've learned in life, what I've been through, what I do, and all that. So, guys, make sure you recommend our channel to your friends to join us. Subscribe to our channel, drop your comments, share your thoughts. Let's go. Today, where am I going? I'm going to Poland to have a chat with D Baba. D Baba is in Poland. D Baba, welcome you live on SBTV International. How are you doing?
I'm okay, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How is Poland?
Well, as you can see behind me here, it's hot. I think they're in their summer. They just got into spring, going into summer. And I am here briefly. Presently, I'm at a building. I don't know whether they can see the name, where you register for medical aid for medical insurance.
Oh, okay. Are you based there, or you just went there for a visit?
I am based in South Africa. I'm a Nigerian citizen, but I work for the government in South Africa. I'm a teacher. So I'm a science teacher. My daughter gained admission to study here in Poland because of the
Okay.
high competition for university in South Africa. Fortunately, I was able to gain admission for her in Poland. So
Okay.
when she got the visa, she's my little girl. I couldn't allow her to travel on by herself. So I decided
Mm.
to come and to make sure she's fine. That was why
Okay.
I came to Poland, just to ensure that
Oh,
she's good.
I see. Is it your first time going to Poland?
I've been traveling to Schengen a lot. I do come on vacation to Schengen, but Poland is my first time.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see.
Yeah.
So how long have you been there?
We arrived here on Thursday, last week.
Oh,
So
okay.
basically, it's about 6 days. Tomorrow makes a week. We arrived in Poland.
And how is everything going with the
So far, so good.
registration, the school, and everything?
On Monday, she was at varsity. She completed her registration in person because before now you do it online, but now you have to do it in person. Then she got the student card. Then we wanted so that I'll be able to send her money for her fees and upkeep. So that was
Mm.
why we decided to open a bank account, which we succeeded today. And here
Okay.
in this building, we are here for medical insurance in case she's ill, so that she doesn't depend on their or support system here. She can
Okay.
afford to go to a doctor and take care of herself. That's why we are here today.
Oh, okay. But have you faced any challenges?
The initial challenge was the same one I posted on my handle when I was going to open the account. And it was a
Mm.
shock for me. A shock for me when
Okay.
I was told Nigerians, they don't want to open an account for Nigerians. And if they do, they have to go through extra security check. Because for me,
Oh,
when I heard that initially, I was surprised because when you come to a country with a study visa, everything should run smoothly.
mm-hmm.
But instead, in this instance, it didn't run smoothly. So I was expecting something to be smooth because you get
Mm.
your study visa. But unfortunately, it was not. Even the gentleman that was assisting us, he did say that they will not open an account for us. That they stopped. They stopped open account for Nigerians because of, Nigerian will always be Nigeria, that Nigerian factor. I thought he was joking until I tried myself twice and were kicked out of the bank. So when I told him, he said, okay, let us go through another channel. Let's go get this document, that document, this document, that document. It never used to be like that before until our brothers start behaving. Some of our brothers, some. Let me just state it here now. Some of our brothers started behaving in their erroneous ways. And when I posted it, of course, I expected a backlash, which I got. And when they say you are a thief, you must own up to your crime. Our people don't want to own up to their crime. It's not like I am labeling every member, about 200 million of Nigerians criminals. But we know the few ones that are committing this crime. We know them. They are our friends, our neighbors, our brothers, our families. We know them. So for me, I just spoke about my frustration. I didn't even know it was going to go viral. But today, as of today, everything is fine. We've done
Wow.
what I need,
But
what I came here to do.
what are some of the complaints that they gave you? They gave you about
Well,
some of the Nigerians opening their accounts. What do they do? Is
wire
it by
fraud, basically,
or
internet
what?
fraud. It's wire fraud. It's wire fraud that they
Mm.
say they do, wire fraud. And, money laundering, scamming, credit card fraud.
And
That is,
those people are in Poland.
yes. As far as I think, they're in Poland. Because remember, I'm in Poland. My concern, they said it's not only Nigerians. They said even Jamaicans, Tanzanians, Mozambicans. So,
Mm.
but my concern is my own countrymen. That's my own concern. And that is my personal experience. It's not what I read in the newspapers. It's my
But
personal experience.
why this thing is so why some people are making things difficult for our brothers and sisters out there?
For me, I think it's selfishness. People are just self-centered. Everybody looking after themselves, and they forget that. Look at I'm 52-year-old. I'm a 52-year-old person. People of my generation or before me, they might have caused this problem. Now Imagine somebody that is 20-year-old now suffering for it. People are just self-centered. And we find out the annoying thing for me is like when we complain about our system back home, that no light, no road, no opportunities, we now find ourselves in a place where there are opportunities. Instead of us to now work hard, you still find people trying to cut corners, trying to do nonsense to destroy the image of our great country. So that is the challenge. That is my own story.
Okay, let's come back to South Africa. So how long have you been in South Africa? You said you work with the government.
I've been in South Africa since 2005.
Wow, that's a long time ago.
Yes. If you're asking for the pulse, you mean the Nigerian pulse in South Africa? I'm sure that is where you are going.
Oh no. I was just about to ask you. I mean, what sent you there? The lifestyle, what you have also experienced in South Africa, and I mean, working in South Africa. I mean, tell us more about South Africa.
I am going to be very blunt and I'll be very sincere. South Africans are very welcoming people. They are very kind people. They are welcoming people. But when I invite you to my house and you start misbehaving, definitely I'm not going to be very happy with you. That is what I say. And people have come to take things for granted. The opportunities I have in South Africa, my country of birth never gave me. So, and they are welcoming, they are heartwarming people, they are everything. However, when this issue of drug trafficking, prostitution, wire fraud, scam, etc. started happening, of course, South Africans started complaining. So, and people like us too will be at the brunt. Anytime I hear Nigerian this, Nigerian that in the news, when I come out and I have to face my colleagues, I come out with I come out crestfallen. I get very sober, very sad. So it's the same thing. However, it's unfortunate that people get generalized. All of us get painted with the same brush. Doesn't matter whether you're a doctor or a lawyer. Once they know you're a Nigerian, remember your profession is not written on your forehead. But once they say you're a Nigerian, you have to, by default, you're a criminal. So you have to find a way of of working extra hard to prove that you're not a criminal. Aside from that, it is the same thing in South Africa. The stigma is there. But South Africans are lovely people for me. And they also have their own socio-economic problem, like every part of Africa, which they're also trying to deal with. Now, added upon on that one is now the immigrants coming to commit crime in their country. So it now makes them look as if we say they're xenophobic. Why wouldn't they be xenophobic? When you come to their country, you start doing nonsense. And it's a country where you've got amenities. Those things you don't have in your country, they have it there in their country. And you come to their country, you start sort of prospering in a legal way. Open your saloon, be a welder, be anything you want to be, use the facilities and prosper legally. But instead, people start doing wire fraud, drugs, prostitution. And you expect them to be happy with you. They will never be happy with you. They can't be happy with you. They can't.
Which part of South Africa are you based?
I'm in Johannesburg. I'm based in Johannesburg.
Oh, okay. I see. I mean, people are there. They are looking for opportunities to go to Europe and all that. You have the chance to visit other European countries and all that. Why are you still in South Africa? Why do you still go back? Is it like working there? You are okay. You are making money. You feel comfortable there, so there's no need to live there or what?
No, well, I don't know what I'm looking for in Europe. I'm looking for my daily bread, and if God can give me my daily bread in South Africa, what am I looking for in Europe? What am I looking for in Europe? And it's not about being comfortable. It's just being okay. You know, when you have too much of desires, you commit crime. But if you're able to nurture your desire and contain them, I just want my daily bread, feed myself, my kids, go to work and come back safely. That's all I need. But this one, you want to drive home at the age of 25. You want to bust the brain. You want to scream on the street. That is why people are committing crime. You want to live more than your means. How can you not? You are unemployed. You are wearing Brazilian air of how many thousands of dollars, but you are unemployed. You want to do all these things. So that is why people commit crime. You want to drive Mercedes Benz. You want to drive the latest cars. For what? You don't own a business. So for me, I've been to many countries in Europe. I have opportunity to travel. I've been to the US, Canada. I don't even know which country I haven't gone on holiday. But to run away illegally, no. And do what? Is it not food and sleep, my brother? Food and sleep. What else do we want? All of us cannot be rich. But whatever we can get, let us be contented with it. That is basically my watchword. Satisfaction. For me, that's for me.
Baba, some people are okay, they have their businesses, they have their houses and all that, but they sell it. It's common, they sell it and then they say they are moving to Western world, abroad, to go and hustle, to go and start life there. But here is the case. You just mentioned all this, you just said all these things. Why do some people, how do we see abroad? How do we see life itself? What do we want to achieve? Is it like, because it looks like a competition? I want to get this, I want to get here. Even some people are not content with what they have. What do we want to gain?
My brother, you're also a black person. You know how a black person, how we think. When you see we are beautiful, we are people, sad faces with beautiful pictures, basically. When I go to McDonald's, I take a picture, I go by somebody's car, I take another picture and I post it on social media. People think I've got it all sorted out. For me, I will say it's about what do you hope to achieve? Why are you doing what you are doing? I think that is it. If you are, take it or leave it. Migration is everywhere in the world. You find somebody, I want to go to US. You find somebody in US going to Australia. You know, when I watch American Border Force or Border Force Australia or New Zealand, you find somebody leaving Australia going to look for work in the UK. Somebody will leave UK and want to go to Canada. You find somebody will leave Canada is coming to France. So migration is normal among human beings. You cannot stop that. And we do it for different reasons. I'm sure it's for socio-economic benefit. However, at what cost? Like you said, why will people sell their house? At what cost? So it depends on individuals. But if you have to sell your house to go and do whatever in another person's country, if you think the end justifies the means, well, you know, we are different. Like our shoe size.
But we are not stopping anybody from doing that. But when they get there too, then they start complaining that they regret that they sold their days and all that.
Of course, because when you go to another man's place, you are going to start from afresh. You're starting from the scratch. So people, you can imagine when you're a big man in your country and you start to go to another man's country, you become a servant again. So that drastic change is not easy, and you have to work your way from bottom to the top again. It also happened to me. It happened to me, and if you can just bid your time. Opportunity meets preparedness, not like in crime where you commit crime, but when you are ready, if you have a target, legally, and then you just do it. But when you leave your country to go to another man's country, you must be ready to start from the bottom up again. Everything that you have conquered in your own country, they are going to ride over you here. You must be ready to bid your time and take it easy. That is that is my personal experience, though.
What made you move from Nigeria to South Africa 205? And how did you start when you got to South Africa?
Okay. I was selling cooking oil in Nigeria. After I finished, I was working at a school. Then my uncle, blessed memory, he was into manufacturing. He said they came for a fair, for a trade exhibition in the province. I was in Nigeria, and he said, "You're a teacher. You can't become a millionaire by teaching. Why not come to Lagos and start a business?" So I went to Lagos, start a business. I was doing cooking oil. We're importing from Malaysia. Then a new government idea came up, and they banned the importation of cooking oil. So when they banned the importation of cooking oil, things went down, and was becoming bad for me. Then I was making a research, and I realized in South Africa they need science teachers. So I was making some research on the documentation part of it, and from there, I applied for the visa. I got the visa. When I got to South Africa, I applied for my job. I went through a series of interviews, and I got the job. I got the job just like that.
Oh,
and straightforward. I got the job. So And since then, 1 year, 2 years, every year increase, 3 years increase. I remember my very first car. I think they were negotiating, trade unions were negotiating with the government. So by the time I got the job, the salary came, bam. That's how I bought my first car. More than I expected. That is my own journey. Other people might have it more difficult, but that was my own journey. After I got my job, my wife joined me. Then my wife has been coming to South Africa for training, so she's got a degree from South Africa. So by the time she got here, she just got a job too. So we put our resources together and we started growing fast. We bought our first house and life never became the same. Then that uncle of mine, his business now got to South Africa. He was into cosmetics. I was also helping him with his distribution. I was making extra income from there, and things got better for me. That is my experience. People's experience and stories, they are different from each other.
Wow. So you are still doing the business with your uncle, right?
Well, he passed on. African man's business, it never goes. Once they die, everything collapses. So, but by the time he passed on, may so rest in peace. Some of the experience I got from him, I went into real estate. I combined it with my job. I was also, because of the business acumen I got from him, I started my own media too, Nigerian Media, number 9. Then Josie Media. You can check that out. I started the media production. So I was up and down into different, while I go to my day job, I also do my own side also too. And everything legitimate and can be checked out, like they will say in Nigeria. So I met people. I was able to travel far and wide, and well, we are here now.
Wow. But do you visit Nigeria often?
Yes, I do. I do visit. I've got some projects in Nigeria which I'm doing. I do visit Nigeria, although the last time I visited Nigeria was 7 years ago when my parents were there. My parents are Canadian citizens now.
That's a long time ago, 7 years ago.
Yeah. Like I said, my parents left Nigeria. I have no sibling. You see, I am here in South Africa. The next one after me, she's Canadian citizen. She's Canadian citizen. She works at the University of Lethbridge in Alberta. She's a lecturer. Then the third one is an engineer. Is an engineer in the US. In the US. Then you can see we all left Nigeria.
Then your siblings are doing well.
We are trying. They are okay. We are okay.
So you don't have any load on you because they are all doing okay.
You can say that, yes. That is grace. I'm lucky. But before then, it was a big burden because the last one of my family is schooled in the UK, University of East London. He did chemical engineering, so he works for a company in the US. So everybody we're glad, we are content, we are okay.
Do you see yourself as you've achieved what you've planned or you want in life?
I want to be president of Nigeria one day.
Oh, really? You want to be president?
I want to stop nonsense. I want to stop nonsense, bruh. I want to stop nonsense.
What do you want to stop? What kind of nonsense are you talking about?
All this corruption. I would like to give Nigeria the Ghana treatment. What Rollins did in Ghana, and this guy too in Egypt, Mubarak. All the people that have been destroying Nigeria since 1960. They need to go. Them and their children. If they don't die, Nigeria will not succeed. Then by the time you have cleaned the house, now you start with all this corruption, all these Yahoo people. Where there is justice, there will be growth. Justice. Once you have justice in any system, there will be growth. So when you clean the justice system with the police, start with the police and the judge, the justice system, Nigeria will grow. And all the people, money in corrupt hands that are going to hinder you from doing your job, you finish them. It's unfortunate. That is the only way Nigeria can grow. Because when I come here, what do they have in Singapore? What do they have in Switzerland? What do they have in Poland? See how organized the system is. What do they have? All their resources come from Africa. And they come and do divide and rule. No. We weed out all the useless persons among us that would prevent us from growing. We take it out. I want to lead Nigeria. one day. But if I can't, let me start with my family. Let me lead my family well.
Wow. But talking about the challenges we are facing as we Africans, look at the youth now. I mean, the way things are going, they are running away to Western world, abroad. Everybody they are doing jackpot. They say it's called jackpot.
Jackpot.
With the jackpot. Everybody is doing jackpot movements. So it's like, it's a problem. How can we solve all these things? How can we better our country? How can we better our continent?
It's leadership. It's leadership. That's all. Leadership, justice system.
Before you go, your last message, and then if you can give shout out to your people out there and all that. Charlie,
shout out to all the good, hardworking Nigerians out there in the world over. Shout out to my wife and my children. Oh, shout out to Mem Machati. Shout out to my boss, the South African people, the good people in South Africa. Shout out to my parents. Oh, my parents. They tried. Shout out to the family of my late uncle that brought me to where I am now, Engineer F.A. Jadola. Shout out to Mama Princess. That's my miracle worker. And shout out to everyone out there that is trying to be good father and good parents to their families. May God bless us. And thank you for giving me this time too.
D Baba, thank you so much for coming on my show. I'll find time so that we can do we can talk more, okay?
Thank you very much.
I wish you all the best. Have a blessed day. Thank you, D Baba, for coming through on SBTV International. Guys, I thank you so much for watching. You can also join us wherever you are. Just link up. My numbers are on the screens as you are watching me. Just WhatsApp me or send me a voice note that, hey, DJ, I've seen your program. I want to come on and share my experience and all that. Charlie, big ups. We are learning. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to our channel. Recommend our channel to your friends to join us. Follow us on all social media handles. It's SBTV Africa, SBTV International, SBTV Africa Foundation. Let's help together. Tour. Peace out.